Hey, this is Aaron from aaronsguitarlessons.com and Finding Favor, and this is a lesson on how to play My Need to Save by Hillsong. So we're going to play this song in the key of A, so we're going to move up 2 frets by capoing 2nd fret, and now when we play a G chord, it's really an A. When we play a C, it's really a D, and when we play a D, it's really an E, and so forth. So I'm going to go through the basic chords that you need to know in the chord changes, and show you the fret positions, the finger positions, and then we're going to go through the chord progressions for the verse, the pre-chorus, and the chorus, and so forth. Alright, so the first chord we need to know is just the G. Alright, the way I'm going to play this G is by playing the 3rd fret on top, muting out the next note. So this is not really a G major, it's more like a G5, because we're not having the major 3rd in there. So muting out that 5th string, playing the 4th string open, 3rd string open, and then fret 3 and 3. Alright, so there's our G. Then we need to know a C suspended 2. It's just like the G, except for we'll move your middle finger down from the 3rd fret on top to the 3rd fret on the 5th string. So it's mute, 3, mute, 0, 3, 3. And you can use your first finger on the 4th string 2nd fret if you'd like. Just a little bit different of a voicing. I kind of like to clean up the chord a little bit more and just have the natural C sound. Okay, like that. Alright, the next chord, it's going to be a D suspended, or in the key of A, it'd really be an E suspended. The way you're going to play this D suspended is by muting out the top string with your thumb maybe, or just not strumming the top string. Then playing 0, 0, 2, 3, 3. Alright, we also need to know an E minor 7, or in the key of A, it'd be a F sharp minor 7. The E minor 7 is going to be 0, 2, 2, 0, 3, 3. Okay, so you notice you pretty much keep your 3rd and 4th finger on the frets 3 on the 1st and 2nd string the whole time. Okay. By doing that, you kind of have those 2 notes that go through all the chords, and it makes all the voicing sound the same, which is good in praise and worship music. That's something you definitely want to try to do, is make the chords sound a lot alike so they flow well. Alright, so those are basically the only 4 chords you need to know in the song. So let's go over the strumming pattern next, and I'll show you the chord progressions. So the strumming pattern we're going to do in this song is basically 2 beats of 4 that we're going to put together and make one whole strumming pattern. So I'm going to count up for you, then I'm going to show you how to play on top of the chord. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, and 2, 3, 4, and. Alright, so you notice on the first half of that first 4 beats, I didn't play on the 2nd or 4th beat. I just kind of rested between that. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so that's the first four beats. The second 4 beats is and 1, and 2, 3, 4, and. So all together it's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, and 2, 3, 4, and. Okay, you come up on that end of 4, even though you're not playing 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, and 2, 3, 4, and. Alright, so with the chord it kind of sounds like this. Okay, so you see how it kind of flows with the song. And so there's 2 ways we're going to play the chord progression with the strumming pattern. One way is by playing the whole strumming pattern on one chord. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, and 2, 3, 4, and. But then sometimes you might break the chord up between the strumming patterns like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, and 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, and 2, 3, 4, and. So same strumming pattern, you're just breaking one chord up on the first 4 beats, and then you're playing another chord on the next 4 beats. And 1, and 2, 3, 4, and 1, 3, and 1, and 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, and 2, 3, 4, and like that. Okay, and that was actually the chord progression for the chorus of the song anyway. So let's move back a step and go to the verse and learn that chord progression. Then we'll jump into the pre-chorus, chorus, and bridge. So the verse actually starts on a 4. And And what I mean by that is the fourth chord and the sequence of the key. So if we're playing G shapes and we started on like a G scale, like G major scale. If you're not familiar with the G major scale, you can go to my website, check out some of the lessons on the major scale. But if we play the G major scale, the C is the fourth note up. 1, 2, 3, 4, G, A, B, C. So we're starting on a 4 chord, or 4 for short, then moving to a 1, which would be the G. So it starts on a 4, and we play that strumming pattern for the whole 8 beats on these chords on the verse. Alright, then to the 6, which is an E minor 7. And the E is the 6th note in the sequence of the major scale. And then to a 5, which is the D suspended. So that whole verse chord progression is like this. You play it again. Now the pre-chorus is just C to D suspended, C to D suspended, or 4 to a 5, 4 to a 5, back and forth. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, and 2, 3, 4, and that's an example when you change the chord in the middle of that chord progression, or the middle of that strumming pattern. All right, so we got the pre-chorus there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, and 2 to the chorus. We're gonna start on the 1, or the G of the key here. So starting on the 1, Savior, He can move the mountains, to a 5. My God is mighty to save. So 4, then to a 1 again, and then mighty to save the second time. Mighty to save is a 6 to a 5, or the E minor 7 to a D suspended. So that whole chord progression again. G to a D suspended, then C suspended to a G, E minor 7 to a D suspended. Okay, now the rhythm for that, the first 2 chords you're going to play the entire 8-count strumming pattern, then the last 4 chords you're going to cut that strumming pattern in half, changing in the middle of the strumming pattern. Alright, so like this. 2, 3, 4, and 1, and 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, and 2. Alright, so you're going to play that whole strumming pattern twice for the chorus. Alright, second verse is the same as the first verse. And then we need to know the second chorus is the same as the first chorus, so you pretty much got those chord progressions down. You just need to know how to play the bridge now. And it starts on the C suspended 2, or the 4, just like the verse again. Shine your light and let the whole world see. So it's just a C suspended 2 to a G, to the 1, the G, then to the D suspended, or a 5. And playing that, it's shine your light and let the whole world see. Strumming pattern. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, and 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, and 2, 3, 4, and. So the first 2 chords, you're going to chop it up, half and half, 4 and 4, and then on that D, you're going to play that whole strumming pattern for the remainder of that chord. So shine your light and let the whole world see. So that's pretty much the whole gist of the song. You got verse, chorus, then chorus again if you want, then bridge. So you got the separate chord progressions in the strumming pattern, and that should pretty much show you how to play the song. So for more help on this stuff and more lessons charts, visit my website, aaronsguitarlessons.com, and also check out the band Finding Favor at findingfavormusic.com or findingfavor.com. And I'll see you next time.